It's April 21st, and I want to go through the garden real quick to show you the beautiful things that are out right now. So let me give you a quick look around, really quick, and then we'll go through things more specifically. Okay, so over here, the Dappled Willow. Last year, I put this in, and it was not happy for a while. It lost all of its color. So if you look up Dappled Willows, they have like a really striking white color to them. They look like, you know, like a plant in the dappled shade. And this year, it survived our winter, which is great. I put it right here because this part of the yard is the wettest. It stays super wet right here because obviously we're on a hill. I mean, it's just physics, I guess. Water sits here the most. So I put this Dappled Willow in, and it's doing great. It's like tripled in size, and now this year it's getting all of its color. Love it. The oak leaf hydrangea, looking beautiful. Okay, so over here, a lot of small things, but let me show you what is blooming. So we have the sea thrift blooming. Oh, I love these. I put these in. These are one of the first things that I put in this garden when I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. And yeah, I was just buying things randomly. But look at this. Look at these clovers, you guys. Trifolium incantatum. I mean, that's a spell on its own. Let me show you the big patch. Just how beautiful, absolutely beautiful they look. I'm so glad I put these in. These are a good cover crop. Look, the bees absolutely love them. Oh, hello, bee. Just checking out the flowers is all. Look at these red clovers, you guys. They're so pretty. They just started to bloom, I don't know, about a week ago. See, look, this is what the blooms look like when they're coming out. They look like little beans or peas or something. The rest of them, they're all blooming together, but they, you know, some are a little further along than others. So look here, here's a bloom before it comes out right here. Totally looks like a bean. These are really good. I'm gonna be making tinctures with these. I have to do a little bit of research because this is my first year planting, or this is my first experience with these in general. I've never planted clovers intentionally, but these are the most beautiful ones. So these are European. They are great medicine. Really good for your heart, your blood, your immune system. They are so pretty. Really sturdy, really tall, thick clovers. Like if you plant tomatoes in the same spot and you don't have enough room to rotate your crops, in the winter time, get some of these and put them in plant them where your tomatoes would go. They will replenish the nitrogen back into the soil. And then once they bloom, you can choose to harvest them, or you can leave them up for the beneficials, the bees and the butterflies and all that. They love them. And then you can just till the whole plant right into the ground and let it decay in the ground, and it will make your soil magical and fluffy and healthy and full of nitrogen. This is a great cover crop. They're so pretty, and they're full and fluffy, and they look nice too. I put some Jupiter's, what was it called? Jaxie, come here. Jaxie, get over here. I put some Jupiter's some fertilizer that was low, that had less nitrogen than everything else, and they absolutely loved them. Loved that fertilizer. Here's my poppies. So I'm gonna show you all the different varieties of poppies we've got. I think these are a variety. I think these are the bread seeds. I'm not sure. or they could be the Hungarian blue. But I planted a few varieties. So this is one. This right here is one. Oh, look, it's got a flower head starting. It's got a poppy head starting. So cool. And then let's see, over here we've got another one. We've got some more varieties over here. So you can see the clovers, how big they've gotten up here. So this right here is another variety of poppy. And look, you can see all my seedlings have come up. Everything I planted, and my rose is looking beautiful. Look here, the peonies, you guys, we're gonna have luck this year. The peonies will bloom. I've been watering them heavily so that because last year we didn't get heavy rain, and the peonies did not bloom last year. And that was upsetting because they're one of the most beautiful things in the garden. Over here we've got some garlic. Garlic and onions. Look, these garlic are about to flower. So cool. No, these are onions. These onions are about to flower. I've never seen onions flower before. Right here we've got some Monarda. This is some Balm. Over here in this bed we've got lots of lettuce. So I moved a lot of lettuce from that bed over there. It was all crowded in. We've got some potatoes here. Got some cotton right here. Raspberries, of course. Sagey. So over here, look at this. Our orange Viola finally bloomed, you guys. Look at it. Look at them all together. Oh my gosh. Like, what an inexpensive way to just... It's like one of the only big batches of color right now in the garden, and it's so beautiful. I'm so happy I planted all of these. I think it cost me like $6 for a little pack of, not even $6, it was like $3 for a little pack. These were like little tiny, itty bitty when I first put them in. They've been alive all winter and they grew beautifully. Oh look, here's a potato. Tina, where have you been? My favorite are probably these. I don't know, they're just all so pretty. But then those over there are really pretty too. Over here we've got pansies, bachelor buttons right here, raspberries. I've planted a bunch of things. I got a bunch of new seeds. Over here we've got some chamomile going, some alliums. All the alliums are about to flower. So here, look at them. I just put these in the fall. Look how beautiful these are. I don't know if these are a different variety than these ones over here that I had planted, but they sure are beautiful. That's one thing the garden has taught me, and that is patience. Patience is a big thing the garden has taught me. So here we've got a bunch of foxgloves, and we have rose campion, yarrow. We've got daisies right there, echinacea, more alliums. I love alliums. These are looking a little rough on the ends because we got a few nights of really cold weather. Right here we've got some winter savory, more poppies, strawberries over there. We've got some giant larkspur back there, more echinacea. All of these little seeds I planted, more poppies, carrots. Over here, look, you can see all the herb beds. See, here's the poppies I put right here. These are all little poppies. And then I put a bunch of carrots in here. Some, I'm pretty sure that this is cotton. Look, there's some other things coming up. I don't know what those are, but I put a rosemary plant in yesterday. Look how big the mugwort has gotten. Oh, and one of our radishes, our icicle radishes, you guys, look. So I planted these. They're probably about ready. These are the icicle radishes I put in here. So you can see here, look. And with radishes, you can eat the greens. You just have to like scrap the little hairs off. I probably won't eat the greens, but it's so cool that these came up. I had to dump all these in here because some ants decided to move into my trays. So I had to bring the trays up here and evict them all. Bachelor buttons here. Come on, Gippy. More bachelor buttons. Look, these are about to flower. These are the black bachelor buttons. They're already about to flower. How exciting. And we've got some clovers and some, looks like a poppy down in here. One poppy. You can see I took the greenhouse down. We've got 2 trays of flowers getting ready. They're still germinating. But over here we've got, look how beautiful this mugwort is looking. Oh, she's looking so beautiful this year. We've got lots of poppies back here as well. This is some cinnafolk. All the, what are those called? Gladiolus. There's like a big old patch of them right here. Oh, look here. This guy's about to flower. Our valerian. Oh, how exciting. I planted him last year. The valerian. Really good for sleepy, for like sleep work, dream work, anything like that. Calm you down. More poppies in here. I just came through and I spread poppies everywhere. Look. Look, there's a little poppy head. He's about to flower. Oh. Oh, you guys, nothing brings me joy like this garden. So let's go over. Okay, so here you can see I've got all of these seedlings. These are all Nigella. The Delft Blue and the Albion Black Pod. And a few other different varieties. Rose Campion, Alliums. Here's the Meadow Rue. Oh, look, she's about to flower too. Oh, you guys, so exciting. Over here, I did beans this year. Let's see, where's the other rue? The other rue's right here. Look how beautiful she's looking. So delicate. I just love the structure of this plant. This is my first year planting it. And I really love it so far. Oh gosh, I had a bug fly in my eye. Oh, that was weird. Dixie. The heucheras. Look here in the back. We've got lots of hostas up. The ajuga. Look, my Shadowland hosta. Look how big and beautiful she is. Look at that big, beautiful hosta. Dixie is so cute. One of my favorites, though, is this ajuga. Look, the bees like it, too. And this is a shade garden because, obviously, we're underneath this giant maple tree, this sugar maple. But its leaves are not out yet. So all of these plants down here are getting lots of light that they normally would not get. Looking beautiful. Look, Dixie, look at the bumblebee. Look at that bumblebee right there. This ajuga, though, is really pretty. I got it on clearance, and I just got 1 pack of it, and I split it up. And it is, like, really quickly multiplying. So I'm hoping all of this will be ajuga soon. There's Jinky. Here's a big patch of spearmint. All this is mint. This is why you plant mint like off in the corner of your garden, because look how much it has This was one plant, you guys. And over the past 3 years, it has just taken over that whole spot. And then we've got this bee balm here. I planted this last year and it's just reseeded itself and came back up. So exciting. I love this plant. I planted it for the first time last year. Let's see what else is exciting. We've got lots of daisies, lots of echinacea. And I am trying to move towards more natives, more native plants. Because, you know, that's what we need. Here's my tomato that I bought. He's a Cherokee Purple. Bacopa right here, just so I can bring it inside. It's taking a minute for it to adjust to our weather. But the lemon balm, you guys, the lemon balm this year, so beautiful. Smells divine. Oh, look, my strawberries. The strawberries are blooming. And then right here, oh, I hope she comes back. My witch hazel. Not looking good. Not looking good at all. And then this is a planter full of impatiens. It's all shade flowers. The heucheras, look here. Heucheras looking beautiful. This is their 3rd year in the ground. But yeah, I just really wanted to show you those clovers because they're one of my favorites this year. And the trees, you guys, the trees are looking beautiful. The mountains are filling in. Mountains are filling in. Everything is looking so gorgeous. Look at this sedum. So this is a native. This is a native plant, and so is this this tricolored sedum. I find these on the sides of the road, and I bring home little patches of them. And I planted all of these last year, and you guys look how good it's taken to the garden. Obviously because it's a native, but look at it. It has spread. And look at the structure of it is really nice. And the colorings of like the blue with the green is really pretty. And then here you can see all the Sweet William. All this is about to flower actually. Look at it. This is what it looks like before it starts flowering. This is a biennial. So the first year you plant it, it will just look like this. It won't flower. And then the second year, you guys, the stalks, they get really tall and they just put on the most beautiful flowers. You can see back there, that foxglove is about to bloom too. It's growing its bloom stalk. This wire vine, you guys, I didn't think this wire vine would survive our winter because we do get really harsh winters, but look, it's survived beautifully. Oh, look, we've got this plant here. What is this? Huh. I wonder what that is. Oh, and if you guys don't fall for the pink dandelions and the white dandelions, I bought them and they all came up yellow. All of them. Granted, they're a much fatter and bigger dandelion, but they're still a yellow dandelion. Disappointing. But yeah, that sedum is one of my favorites. I love it. And I love that it's a native. I just love how last year everything looked so stark and harsh because I had just put all this in. And now it's like being hugged gracefully by all these little plants. And it just looks perfect. I hope you guys enjoyed a look around my garden today. Hope you're having a beautiful spring, and I will see you again soon. Okay, today is the 22nd, and you can see all of the varieties of things that I am going to grow this year. A lot of them are repeats, but most of them are brand new varieties to me. Like all of these are brand new. I've never grown horehound. I've never grown the black corn. Artichokes I've never grown. Blue corn, lemongrass I've never grown. I've grown echinaceas, but not this variety. I've never grown any of these. I grew these last year. Not this variety, but I grew never grown these. I grew these last year, had really good luck with this last year. I've got some beautiful varieties of calendula, snow princess, strawberry blonde, playtime mix. I love calendulas because they're usually one of the last things to flower in my garden. And I've learned that if you want flowers all year long, you have to plant things that flower at different times of the year. Especially where I'm at in zone 7A in the mountains in Virginia. We get really cold weather in the winter, and then we get super hot summers. So things like echinacea, they don't start flowering till late summer. Bee balm, that's one of the first things that flowers like midsummer. So, you know, that way you have flowers all year long. You don't want to just plant everything. Like, you don't want to just, if you want flowers all the time, you don't want to just plant daffodils because you're going to only have flowers in the spring. Or you don't want to just plant echinacea because then you're only going to have flowers in the late summer. You'll have a lot of pretty greenery if you plant different flowers, but you're not going to have flowers if you know. So you have to get like a whole bunch of varieties of things. So I'm so excited. As you can see, all of these are from Baker Creek. I'm also going to be planting some zinnias, cosmos, some passion vine, some butterfly pea, some petunias, and some pansies. I planted these at my neighbor's house too. She lives across the street. We started talking and she asked me about gardening, and I said, well, you know, I have a bunch of seeds. I would love to share them with you. And she's like, well, I don't have, you know, she didn't have the time because she works a lot and everything. I said, you know, I would be happy. It would be my pleasure to go over there and plant them for you. So I went over there and planted a bunch of things for her. I dug up some bachelor buttons from my garden and put them in her yard. So yeah, I love to share gardening. Like, even the people across the yard, you know, the woman, she doesn't like me for some reason, but her grandson Carter, if you're watching this, hello Carter, he told me that she really liked my moonflowers, so I was happy to give her some seeds so she can grow her own moonflowers because she liked them. Like, there's no reason to be shitty to people just because they're shitty to you. Because, you know, it says more about them than it does anything about you. But look how beautiful the mountains are today, you guys. Oh, I feel so grateful to live here. Okay, so let me show you some things I did last night after I finished filming. I moved 2 of the pansies. You can't even tell. I moved them over here, right here by the door, the red ones, because I had a hydrangea here, but it was just languishing awful. I think it's because I had a Himalayan salt votive candle holder right here for a long time. I think the salt was leaching into the soil. I'm not sure though. But you can't even tell I moved them. And then I planted some 2 green pepper plants. I pulled up all these hens and chicks. I had them planted in the ground all winter. And look how beautiful they became. They become all red and beautiful. Even started having babies. So I put those in there. And then I kind of broke up this big old patch of, see, they're not happy right now. These poppies, they will recover, but right now they're just not happy. See, they were all squished in here together, and they weren't growing properly. They were all growing weird. And so I wanted to give them more room. And so that's what they look like now. And then you could see, these are some seeds I've started. See down here we've got some phlox. We've got some white diamond yarrow, some lemongrass, safflower, echinacea paradise mix, gomphrena, lemon bee balm, and echinacea double decker. So I planted these yesterday. These are all just containers that I save from when I go and buy plants. Look at you two kitties. You two crazy kitties. And then in here, I've got a bunch of amaranth. Amaranth, they need light to germinate. So, oopsie daisy. I'm thinking about taking those pieces of wood and making a little makeshift fence. And I've decided, you guys, that I'm going to leave the structure up, this greenhouse, and I'm going to grow vines on it. It'll be like a vine house. Oh man, imagine all the praying mantises that will call this place home in the summer. It's gonna be full of, I'm gonna grow butterfly pea and passion flower vine, moonflowers, morning glories, all the most beautiful things. Let's check on and I also put these things up from the front yard. I don't know, I think it gives it a little bit more dimension, and also keeps the deer away, because the deer pass through here and they've already eaten most of my clovers in the front yard. So if I could keep them away, I will. So we have this patch of Hellebores. No, not Hellebores. These are, what are these? I can't think of what they are. Anyway, they're a really tall flower. I can't think of the name. I'm pretty sure those are flowers too. And you can see here these guys, they're all getting ready to flower. Dixie. Oh, what we were going to look at is the poppies. See how they're coming along. Look at them. Look at those little poppy heads. So cool. I really should have been more careful where I planted stuff, but that's not really my style of gardening. Oh, and good news, you guys, the hummingbirds are back. Yesterday, I was sitting on the couch, kind of having a bad day, and I look out the living room window, and there is a hummingbird. A hummingbird was there eating from my flowers in the front, and I always feel so happy. It's like they come right at the perfect time to lift the heaviness away of winter, just when it feels like it's going to crush you. Like a prickly pear right here. And today's Earth Day, you guys. So happy Earth Day, April 22nd. Look at my little guys. They're all doing good. Oh, looky there, you guys. Look at that. That is a foxglove. Foxgloves also need light to germinate. So yeah, oh, look here. I've been pulling these dandelion heads out of my garden for weeks now because I stupidly fell for the pink dandelions and the white dandelions, Japanese white dandelions. Not real. They're not real because mine came up yellow. They came up a lot bigger, a lot fluffier. Like, look at the seed heads right here. Look how fat they are. You see that? So I've been pulling these out as I see them before they have a chance to, like, look at this. Before they have a chance to, like, open up and pollinate. See, look how big and fluffy those guys are. They're a lot more aggressive seeming. So yeah, that's going to be awesome to cover that in vines. I'm excited for that. I might let these, oh, look here. Now that I've started growing them laterally, they're starting to pop out. Yay, that's exciting, new growth. I'll probably let these raspberries take over this side of it. That'd be pretty cool to have like a raspberry wall. One more look at the clovers, you guys, because the clovers. Oh, I harvested some of these clovers and I made a infusion. So let me show you what that looks like. I only took like not even that many clovers. Hold on. Okay, so it wasn't even that many clovers. It was maybe like 10 clovers. I put boiling water over them overnight, and look how intense that color is of that. It's like a deep reddish brown. So that's going, I might make a jelly out of this, or a syrup. I think we can make a syrup because this is really healthy. Red clovers are so good for your heart, your blood, your circulatory system. They are just really good for you. They have a lot of vitamins and minerals and nutrients that your body needs. And I think it would help more. Plants help more specifically when you grow them because they are of the same environment. So they know what you're lacking through your touch and through the interaction when you're planting it from, like, especially if you're planting from seed, you guys, the plant interacts with you and your body way more efficiently when you grow it, when it's growing on your land. Or if you're like foraging it from your area, it's gonna provide your body with exactly what it needs. So happy gardening, guys. I love you all so much, and I'll see you again soon.